Welcome back to my channel. So this week what I want to talk about is day trading and becoming a day trader. Why would somebody want to become a day trader? What the process is like. Obviously there's a lot of different aspects to it. So first of all, why day trade? Why does somebody want to become a day trader? Well, obviously it's the fast money, isn't it? It's the fast money, and who doesn't want fast money? Who doesn't want fast money? Anybody that truly values money will understand the importance of having money. So when you see the likes of myself and other traders out there that are making, £300, £400, £500 per trade, some are making a lot more, it's very appealing, isn't it? It is very appealing, because what happens is, for example, myself, I'll make that £500 on a trade, or £400 or £300, whatever it is. That money or that capital is instantly available to me in my brokerage account. Now, if I want to, I can literally withdraw that cash there and then, and with my broker, it'll take 2 days to hit my account. Okay, so it's instant money. With some brokers, you'll get the money instantly. With my broker, it takes a couple of days, but even a couple of days, it's absolutely fine, isn't it? So who wouldn't want to be in a position where they can make money immediately, have it in their account, and it's available to them? Well, where else can you do that? Where else can you actually do a business where the money is instant, that it's there, it's straight away, you're not waiting, you're not have to send out invoices, etc, etc. The money is in your account just like that, in your brokerage account, and then obviously you can transfer it out into your bank account or whatever other financial source that you may use. So yeah, obviously that's a very, very positive aspect of it. Now it is, it does take time to get there. It's not an overnight success kind of situation that you're going to get yourself involved in. It's not. It takes time. And I've always said that this is there's no overnight success doing this. You have to become educated. You have to learn the industry. You've got to learn a lot of different aspects to trading. You've got to learn your platform. You've got to learn what sources to get your information from. There's a lot to take in. So there's no overnight success. But the people that stick in for the long haul do eventually get there. And the time fluctuates between people, and it doesn't really make any difference at the end of the day, does it? After 6 months, somebody can become successful and consistently profitable. Others, it might take 3 months. Others, it might take 12 months. Me personally, it took me 7 months. So yeah, there's no overnight success when it comes to day trading, and you have to understand that, and that has to be your mindset. And your approach has to be that it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not a short run. You're going to be doing this potentially for the rest of your life. So it takes time to get there. When a solicitor or a doctor starts to study, to work in the profession that they're going to be working in, are they ready after a couple of months? No, of course not. And with trading, it's the same kind of principle. You have to become educated over time. So you can't come into this business expecting to, be successful after a few weeks or a few months. It's not realistic. You have to understand that it takes time to be in a position where you are consistently profitable. And that's why the likes of myself, I always say, when you first start trading, you should really start with a demo account. You should never start with real money, because we're in the market of making money. We're not in the market of losing it. So therefore, wouldn't it make sense to start with a demo account? Learn the environment that you're operating in, become consistently profitable, and then you go in with a small amount of money. And it's baby steps. You take your time. Understand that it's a journey. Forget about the destination, because everybody thinks about the destination. Everybody wants to be in the position that I'm in. I'm a full-time trader. This is my only job. I don't work for anybody else. I work for myself. I have my own company. I'm a director of my own company. And this is where everybody wants to be when they start trading in the first days, weeks and months. You've got to forget about that. Forget about the actual destination. You must just concentrate, on each step. You try to look up at the top of the staircase, and all of a sudden it just looks impossible to get up there, doesn't it? The psychology has to be the next step. And sometimes you might fall down a step or even 2 steps, but you get back up and you keep going again. And listen, it's a diverse kind of environment to work in. For example, I only trade futures now. I used to trade stocks a long time ago. I might trade the odd stock once in a blue moon, but I just trade futures now. And it does provide me with quite a diverse approach, because I can trade at different times of the day. So if I'm scalp trading, I can trade the European Open at 8 a.m. London time. I can also trade the US Open at 2:30 London time, and I can also trade the New York close at 8 to 8:30 London time. But then in between that, I have opportunities to swing trade as well, if the right opportunity presents itself. So all of a sudden you can see the diversification in the whole process. There's a lot of benefits to working from home as well, and obviously that's where you're going to be working when you're a day trader. This is the penthouse suite in my house. This is my office. It's good for me to be up here. It's nice and quiet up here. It's a big room. My bed is here. I can literally roll out of bed, roll into my chair, and I'm at work. And I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, but that works for me. It works for me. So that's another positive aspect. And maybe, especially with the way the world is at the moment, with COVID, etc. It's fantastic for me personally to be able to just roll out of bed and I'm in the office. But obviously there is a way to do it. You don't just start trading and you start making money. You have to become educated. And there's a couple of different ways you can do it. You can either try and educate yourself, or you can have somebody educate you. And most people prefer to have a mentor, and the process is quicker. But then there's some people that don't want to invest that money in being mentored, and they just crack on themselves. And listen, see, at the end of the day, whatever works. But yeah, the majority of people do prefer to have a mentor. And it's great to be in a financial community. I was in one. Now I've created my own financial community, and I've literally got hundreds of students after a very short period of time in my community, and it's fantastic for support. My students support each other, I give them support, and it's very nice to be part of something, because trading is very, very lonely. Even when you're making really good money, it can still be lonely if you're just sitting at your computer. Now obviously it's not lonely for me because I'm interacting with students all the time, but certainly if you're not interacting with anybody and you're just sitting at a computer all day, it can be pretty boring. So that's another element of pros and cons. And I'm not saying it's all roses, and I mean, it's not. There is days where it's difficult, but listen, life is difficult in general, isn't it? So why should trading be any different? So I just thought, I've never really done an interview like this where we just talk about day trading, so I just thought it would come out a little short video. Why do people want to become day traders? Well, it's the fast money. Okay, but I'm not saying that there's no overnight success. I've never said that, I never will. It's hard work, it's dedication, and that's what it's all about. You've got to put the work in. Do not come into this business expect to be making money within a couple of days or a couple of weeks. It's just not going to happen. It takes months and months and months. But if you maintain the correct psychology and the correct mindset, you will eventually get there. Whether it's 6 months, 12 months, 15 months, whatever, you will get there. So I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Just a little chat. I've never done a video like this. I think there's a lot of people out there that maybe want to hear this type of thing because they're new to the prospect or the idea of day trading. So I hope you got some kind of value out of this, and as usual, I'll see you next week for more videos.